What up, everybody? Ghost Season 3 has gone by so fast, we are now down to the final 3 episodes of the season. This is a dangerous time to be a character in the Power universe because nobody is safe. I usually save my major death predictions for the season finale, but I decided to do it early this time because sometimes the major death will happen in episode 8 or 9 to create the storyline for the season finale. For example, Raina died in episode 9, making the whole storyline in the finale about finding that dirty cop Ray Ray. And though some deaths in the Power universe are easy to predict, like Lorenzo or Gordo's, but often at the end of the season, the deaths are random. For example, Raina, Angela Valdez, or Kenya from Raising Kanan off the top of my head. All were civilians who nobody was expecting to get caught up in the crossfire. Like I said, we already had one major death happen this season, Lorenzo, but everyone already knew he was going down after killing Zeke. Then when they released the season 3 trailer, they showed Kane wearing his Jesus piece, and on the second trailer, they literally showed him dead on the crime board. Then we also had the deaths of minor characters, Gordo, Kai, and Bash, who were all pawns in the game. And a whole lot of random Russians, IG, the Area Nation crew from the gun deal, and Nick the Wall Street plug in episode 2. So let's get into today's topic, major death predictions for the final episodes of season 3. Leave your predictions in the comments. I know Tariq, Braden, and Davis were all on the set of Ghost Season 4's production. So I'm going to assume that all 3 make it out of Season 3 alive. So let me start off with Monet, Mother of the Year award winner. A lot of people been hating on Monet for killing Lorenzo and moving like a snake. But personally, I can't blame her. Look at it this way. First, he killed Zeke. Then he lied about it for months. Then he had Drew jumped. And a man killed to cover his tracks. And he only came clean once Monet already knew the truth. So yeah, Lorenzo got what he had coming to him. Kai was too disrespectful. And Gordo got what he had coming to him also. Especially when he challenged Monet in episode 7. It was a wrap. But Monet will have Evelyn Castillo coming for her now that Gordo is missing. And everyone is waiting for Monet to have the face-to-face with Noma. And it's gotta be coming. And we already know that Noma wants Mecha's killer dead. Maybe someone would report this back to Noma for revenge or to get Monet out of their way. Getting me to Drew. And if I had to put money on major death predictions for this season, Drew would be the one I'd take. Now that Gordo is going to be missing, Drew will have a target on his back from the Castillos. It's guaranteed they will at least question Drew. If Drew and Kane don't take the Castillo brothers out soon, it could put their entire family in danger. Getting me to Kane. Kane could also be a target of the Castillo brothers, and when he finds out that Lauren is still alive, he could have a possible target on his back from Tariq as well. Not to mention that Monet, Kane, and Drew were all involved in the death of Kai and whatever men he had at the club with him. So Kai most likely will have somebody wanting revenge also. Getting me to Diana, who could get caught in the crossfire of any one of the beefs her family is involved in. I don't think Salim is a killer, but you never know what a guy like that's going to do when he's in his feelings. Getting me to Lauren, who could have a target on her back from a number of people once they find out she is alive. Kane and Effie to be specific, but she could also be in danger from Tariq at the same time if she becomes a threat to get him locked up. He tells someone at some point this season that he loves them, but he will put a bullet in them. He may be talking to Lauren, or he may be talking to Effie. I do expect Effie to make it out of the season because she's not really in any danger from anyone except law enforcement. But if she does get arrested and starts snitching, all that could change real quick. Getting me to Cooper Saxe. And I already made a whole video about, will episode 8 be Saxe's last episode? Will he get killed by Theo or even Tariq now that he knows Saxe is a mole? But at the same time, at the end of the 4th season 1 finale, it says that Saxe burnt Jenny Sullivan in court. So there's a good chance Saxe survives so he can burn Jenny in this Rico case. But personally, I hope Theo cancels his Christmas in episode 8. Sticking with Theo, even though he's not a major character, if I had to put money on anyone at all dying, I'd go all in on Theo. I'm sure he's going to do something crazy, then get killed by law enforcement or take his own life. Up next, I have Councilman Rashad Tate, a character that you either love or hate. And personally, I can't stand him. If he doesn't win the election, there is a chance that he does get killed because I'm not sure what would be next for him in this storyline. And even though I can't stand Tate, don't get me wrong, I would like to see his spinoff Influence move forward with him winning the election and going to DC. Up next, I'll go with Jenny and Blanca since I'm talking about cops. In OG Power, it had its fair share of cops and prosecutor deaths, so either Blanca or Jenny would be a pleasant surprise, especially Blanca, who been getting on my nerves since OG Power Season 5. If Saxe don't go, they could at least give us Blanca. Moving on to Wall Street, and the obvious op is Lucas Weston, who's scamming everyone and running a Ponzi scheme at Weston Holdings. There ain't no place for scammers here. Lucas for sure needs his water cut off by the end of Season 3. And since Kiki was in on it too, she can go ahead and cancel Christmas as well. If Season 4 moves in another direction away from Wall Street, look for both these characters not to make it out of Season 3. As far as the rest of the Weston family, we haven't seen Robert or Trace since episode 1, and Becca is at Stansfield. Any member of the Weston family could be a target of Noma and Obi if the crew messes up. Sticking with Noma and Obi, No Plug has lasted more than 1 season on Ghost. Both Rico and Mecca only lasted 1 season. However, in OG Power, the plugs lasted a lot longer. I don't think Noma will be going anywhere, but we could definitely see Obi taken out. Possibly by Noma herself, or possibly by Tariq starting a war with Noma. Remember, at some point this season, Tariq says, I think we just started a war. Moving on to RSJ, I believe there is a lot more to discover about the RSJ character, so I definitely think he'll make it out of Season 3. But he could be the one to help Tariq and the Tejadas get their money back, and could get killed as a result to protect the Weston secret. Wrapping up on the Stansfield campus. And remember, a Stansfield professor has died each season. Season 1, Jabari Reynolds, and Season 2, Carrie Milgram. I know I speak for everyone when I say Celine can go. Harper Bonnet has been minding her own business, so I think she's safe. Plus, we haven't seen a lot of her so far, so I think there will be more to her story. Salim is the one who made a threat to Diana about selling drugs at the candy store, so if he starts running his mouth in one of these final episodes, you already know what time it is. And there you have it. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.